Hello, my name is Muhammad Zahridania bin Muhammad Zulkifli. My entry number is S62348. So today I will be presenting about ocean iron fertilization. So let's look into the slides. So ocean iron fertilization, are basically known as OIF. It basically mean you are pouring some iron or any other substance that is iron, like a fertilizer, at an area of poor iron to stimulate more phytoplankton activity. So to make this easier to understand, so you can see you are in this shape. So you are throwing some iron into some poor iron area. So after you left for a few times, these irons will stimulate some planktons growth. So those phytoplanktons will grow and bloom at the place. Okay, so why do we need to study about ocean iron fertilization? So next is by John Martins. John Martins' theory is that OIF could be an effective method to be stimulate oceanic carbon sequestration through biological pump in iron limited, high nutrient, low chlorophyll regions, or what we call as HNLC regions. So what does John Martins trying to approach, or what does he try to suggest? Okay, so basically OIF can help biological carbon pump by increasing more phytoplankton that is carbon munching on those CO2. So without we realize, they will lower the carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere. So as you can see, the carbon dioxide on the atmosphere will enter the ocean, and then those phytoplankton will use it as a source for photosynthesis, and then by that, if it's not being eaten towards its predator, if it die, it will sink to the bottom of the ocean and then being released after 100 or 1,000 years. There is research has been done that is found the carbon that is stored in phytoplankton can be released after 100 years. So it's actually help in carbon sequestration of the ocean. Okay, so next we want to know about the importance of OIC, ocean iron fertilization. Okay, so finding in Arctic and how it connects towards OIF. So there is studies on Antarctic. The air bubbles that is trapped in the ice core of the ice sheet or ice land, it has been analyzed and proved that the atmospheric CO2 level is increased from 180 parts per million to 280 parts per million, side by side comparison with 2000, more or less 20,000 years before, and then during this time in pre-industrial time. So you can see that there is a significant level of changes where human does give impact on CO2 level on the atmosphere. So from findings from EIF expedition suggest that OIF can help in lowering atmosphere CO2 level by using carbon munching plankton, but there's a negative environmental side effect. Okay, so basically EIF expedition do support John Martins' theory, but there is a side effect that we need to consider. So when the iron is high, it promotes the plankton growth, and usage of CO2 will also increase since the phytoplankton uses CO2 for its photosynthesis. But we need to remember, when this phytoplankton increase, its predator also increase, whereby if the usage of CO2 increase, the predator use O2 to survive. So that's why when the rate of phytoplankton increase, the rate of usage of oxygen also increase. So there's actually a negative environmental there's actually a negative environmental effect. Okay, so these are the simplified expedition for ocean iron fertilization. As you can see, at the first one started at October 1993, and the last one recorded is January until March 2009. There is certain research until this date, but the significant level or impact of OIF is only until March 2009 by Lohaf expedition. Okay, so basically I will explain to you about Iron Expedition 1 and Iron Expedition 2 because these two research has started a great chaos and then a great funding into the OIF industry. So on Iron Expedition 1, a small response of primary production recorded due to insufficient experimental periods to observe. This may be due to low funds that they needed to stop the expedition, but they continued the expedition into Iron Expedition 2, where they recorded a dramatic changes in biogeochemical responses. It almost support Martin's theory. So, but due to at that time, due to lack of their energy, due to lack of their technology, insufficient experimental duration also occur. But we can see that more and more research has been done due to these two expeditions. Okay, so to simplify the results that I have compiled, 5 of the experiment didn't gain more info due to insufficient experimental duration. This can be catered by more awareness being shared towards among the scientists, so that more findings or more prediction can be taken out, so that this OIF can be made renowned. So Iron Expeditions 2 actually supports the Martin's theory because there's taxonomic shift toward diatom dominated phytoplankton community. So it means that when we do release the iron into the ocean, there is a significant rise of phytoplankton communities and species. So these 4 that I have listed, which is Iron Expedition 1, Sawyer Eisen Expedition, 6-2 Expedition, didn't achieve their main objective, but they give a little bit insights of artificial OIF to us. So for future experiments, more awareness at global level done since the first experiment done in 25 years ago and are not made renowned. So this experiment should be made renowned so that it will gain much larger attentions at the higher level. So how to overcome limitations faced by previous expedition? We can say that by increasing more predictions, more tracing method, we can cater this limitation one by one. Okay, the natural ocean iron fertilization experiments also have proved to produce more carbon sequestration rate than small-scale artificial ocean iron fertilization. This means that there's a difference between iron dust and iron addition. Okay, these methods can be included for future experiments. I think that's all from me. Thank you.